I'm trying to get my other account to 2300 rating points before the end of this year. That is in Rapid, but in this account, I'll be trying to grind Blitz. My best Blitz rating is 2150. Let's see what I can do before the end of this year. Will I be able to get to 2200 or maybe 2300 Blitz? And let's quickly get some games started. I'll be explaining my thought process as best as I can. So the games are also going to be very instructive and also very entertaining. And let's get the games started. Okay, let's go with the king's pawn opening. Opponent is going for the peg defense. And what is this play? What is this setup? Let's just go here. This is a blitz game. I think I want to capture and then push pawn. Capture and push pawn. Let's go here. And then I'm looking at just castling here. Although this becomes a serious target. Let me say injustice. You're not going to do that. Let's go here. A move like this I like, but it doesn't work. At least not at the moment. All right. Opponent. Let's go here. I guess I am going to castle here. Let's castle here. This is going to be full-time chaos. Full-time, real-time chaos. Where are we going? Where are we going? If I allow that, I'm going to get my piece trapped. So we cannot allow that. If opponent captures here, I just capture here. Capturing here also comes to mind. So let's say opponent handles this. If opponent push pawn forward, where am I going? I guess this is the square for my knight. Maybe the knight goes back here. But once my knight goes here, if I start worrying about a move like this, so after a move like this, what if I capture here? Okay, opponent does this. Okay, that seems to make some sense. Except I can capture here. And then offer a queen trade. Offer a queen trade. I'm okay trading queens here. I'm really okay trading queens here. Let's say opponent undo this. If opponent captures here, we can just go capture here. So let's say opponent undoes this. If opponent doesn't capture, what are we doing? Okay, then I can capture this pawn. Let's see how opponent handles this. If opponent doesn't capture, I'm kind of interested in seeing where my opponent puts the queen. Maybe they put the queen here. If they put the queen here, I'm going to just capture. If they put the queen here, I won't get away with capturing here. Okay, if they put the queen here, which is what I'm trying to talk about, I can capture here, and after the trade, play a move like this. What if I capture here? Opponent just captures here, I have nothing. But I think, what if I just play a move like this instead? If I play a move like this instead, opponent can just capture here. So we have to capture here first before we throw in this move. Let's go here. Let's go capture here. There is a pin here, so opponent cannot really do that. I really feel like going here. Doesn't work. Let's go here. Opponent can hit me with this move. That's a pawn. Grabbing this pawn. That's a pawn. Do I grab it? Let's grab it. Let's capture this pawn. I'm up 2 pawns, but my king, you usually don't want to be doing what I'm doing here. I'm going to capture here. That's yet another pawn. That's another pawn. If opponent dares to capture here, we have this move. Check. And then we pick up the queen. What if opponent goes here? Oh, I think opponent... Okay, opponent can capture the opponent can capture something else. My goodness me. A move like this looks interesting, but okay, I'm just going to capture there. There is nothing there. A move like this doesn't seem to help me. The fact that my king is like this, it's not something I like. Let's go here. If my opponent ever plays this move, I know what I'm doing. A move like this, I also like. Maybe I should have played this move. I should have played this move. That move forces a queen trade. That's exactly what I should have played. Okay, maybe opponent had this move and then they moved their rook. I'm able to trade the queens here. It is GG's for my opponent. It is GG's for my opponent. I have to play moves like this, keeping this defended, hitting the queen, offering a queen trade. A move like this, I won't be surprised to see. We just push pawn forward. I really want to be careful. Let's go here. Let's go here. If opponent goes here, that's a piece. Okay, if opponent goes here, I think I like this move. Trying to offer a queen trade again. Let's offer a queen trade again. Right, let's go here. Let's go here. I'm looking at playing a move like this, but opponent has this move. Opponent has all kinds of nasty moves that I do not like. Okay, I do not have that. I would have loved to just push pawn. I don't have it. I'm looking at pushing pawn next. I'm hitting my opponent's queen. And I'm saying there, evil queen, go away. Go away very quickly. Let's play this move. Let's try to create something here. Opponent captures here. I'm happy to recapture this way. Opponent is likely just going to push pawn forward. I'm looking at pushing pawn here again. Maybe opponent push pawn forward again, and we do not really have anything going on for us. Okay, so let's play this move. A move like this allows my opponent to play this move. All right. So what do we do? Kind of like this move, then go in here. Opponent is looking at sacrificing here. Let's go here. Hit this. Trying to stop the sacrifice. All right, opponent is going to capture this pawn. Whoosh! My goodness. Okay, I think I have this move. The problem with capturing here is that my opponent has this move, and that's checkmate. So we have to include this move first before we grab here. Do I worry about my opponent capturing here? Not really. Don't think I'm worried about that. Let's go grab here. Let's go here. Okay, looks like my opponent can grab that pawn. Looks like my opponent can capture that pawn. Wow. Have to watch out for these moves. Trading queens I want. Trading queens is something I want. Trading queens I really want. Trading queens my opponent doesn't want. If I'm able to trade the queens here, it's not going to be an easy end game for my opponent. That I am sure of. If I go here, I lose my queen. Let's go here. Wow. Trying my best to win this game. Net is giving me a fight, serious fight. I have the time advantage. Check here, I just go up. We check here. Opponent doesn't want to trade. Trading here is not going to be an easy move, easy game for my opponent if opponent trades. A check here, I can go up. A check here, I just go up. Oh, is this not going to be a trade now? Let's go here. Check here, I just blundered, guys. I blundered, opponent did not take advantage of it. Let's go. I should be flagging my opponent. Trying to take advantage that I'm flagging my opponent. I'm flagging my opponent, and that should be GG's. That's just GG. That is GG's. Opponent cannot survive this. And that's a win. All right, let's get another game started. Wow, that was an amazing game. Okay, what do we have here? We have a 2052 rated player. Opponent is going for the Sicilian. Let's do the Smith Morra Gambit. Okay, a move like this I kind of like, but in this position doesn't seem to do much. A move like this also doesn't really do much. Capturing here does not really do much for me. I think I'm going for this pin. Let's go for this pin. Let's go here. I'm looking at bullying this evil bishop away. This bishop might be a very happy piece here. I see my opponent playing a move like this just to keep this bishop here and make sure the bishop is pressuring this part of the board. But the moment my opponent does that, I'm looking at just pushing pawn forward again. The moment my opponent goes here, push pawn forward. Opponent has this move. Ooh, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. If opponent captures here, I just capture here. And about to land my knight here. I have no issues. Playing really fast, trying to have some time advantage. But this is 5-minute blitz chess, so you have to find a balance. You have to find a balance between speed and accuracy. Speed and accuracy, you need to find a balance. Pushing pawn here, not something I do not want to see. It's not something I do not want to see. Opponent push pawn there, I'm happy to see that move. That's going to weaken this this light square diagonal. It's going to weaken this diagonal. This pawn is a sad pawn. I wish I could play moves like this, but this bishop just captures. Queen can capture. Opponent is spoiled for choices. A move like this, we might see. Where do we go? A move like this. Okay, opponent plays this instead. That's interesting. That's interesting to say the least, I guess. Let's go here. I think opening, okay. Let's go grab here. Let's not waste time. Let me go capture here. Let's go capture here. I like to play moves like this or a move like this, but this knight is doing a good job not letting me do any of that. Knight is doing a good job making sure none of that happens. Alright, let's go here. Why are we going here? For one reason. If I capture here, I'll leave my opponent with an isolated pawn. But why am I not but that will also be a pass pawn, an evil pass pawn. Let's just stay away. Opponent has this move. The move I just played now is a very useless move. It is a very, very useless move. Let's go back here. Now I'm threatening to capture a pawn here. I'm playing really fast and I have the time advantage. This is Blitz chess. This is Blitz. A move like this looks interesting, but that's an interesting blunder. Alright, let's go grab this pawn. Because why am I not grabbing the pawn? Let's grab the pawn. Let's grab that pawn. Coming back here, not really. Trading the queens now comes to mind, but even if I trade the queens here, okay, it's not like I'm moving up a pawn. I gave up a pawn in the opening, so I'm not up a pawn. Knight on the rim is not a happy knight, but my opponent's knight might be a happy one. Knight is calculating, bro, calculate. What's that move? What is that move? What if I just capture with my with my rook? If I capture with my king, what am I worried about? A check here. What if I just capture with my rook? Oh shoot, that's it. I was so blind I did not even see it. I was so blind I did not even see it. Let's go here. I see a check here coming, and I feel like playing a move like this, except that's just a piece, but I'm just going to move away. Oh my goodness, we need to watch out for this move as well. That's going to be a fork, very nasty fork. Very, very nasty fork. We have to play this move. Oh shoot. The knight was under attack. We had to defend the knight. What is really going on here? My king is not too safe. Just crazy. A move like this, opponent would like to land a check. But where are they landing a check? I'm not seeing it. There is no check here. There is no check here. I'm looking at a check here. Okay, opponent plays this move. I like this check. Opponent has to be careful. A check here wins this piece. Opponent knows that. Opponent is being careful. I think I'm just going to move this. Just move this. Just go away. This is some battle, real battle. This is not a pawn my opponent can touch at the moment. And that's because we have this move. And I'm just going to be up a piece now. My goodness. Thought I would be up a piece. I really thought I would be up a piece. Nothing. Crazy stuff. The check here comes to mind now. If opponent is not paying attention, opponent is paying a lot of attention. Okay, what are we doing now? Opponent can land a check here. I guess that's why my opponent won't play that move. So they can go for this check. That might be a reason. So I can go for that check and just trade queens. Let's go here. If I go for a draw here. If I go for this check. Guys, I think a draw here is not a bad result. Something I just want to fight for a win. For some reason, I just want to fight for a win. Even though I can see and I can feel position is anything, everything. But okay, now after I check, okay, the king is running. The king can now escape by this square. All right, now that's a piece. Not really, because there is checkmate threatened here. Now that's a queen, bro. Give me the queen. We have a pin here. Give me the queen. Finally, we capture here. Oh, why didn't I capture the queen? Why did I not capture the queen? Why did I not capture the queen? And that's a win. Okay, we are playing it 2100. I thought opponent would push pawn forward. A move like this also comes to mind. Opponent doesn't. Let's do this. I mean, a move like this, just going for this pin. Let's stop that from happening. I'm not interested. Bro, count me out. I do not really like that knight. Let's capture here. What if opponent captures here? I did not even consider that. What if opponent had captured here? Okay, now that's a piece, bro. Give me the piece. That's just a full piece. Opponent captures here. We have to play a move like this because else opponent just makes a new queen and it is GG's. It is GG's. So we can't allow that. Cannot allow that. Let's go here. Going here comes to mind, but going here I think I like. I'm simply threatening to just go here, checkmate. And I'm also threatening to just open up a discovered attack on my opponent's queen. Opponent might be in serious trouble already. Opponent is already in serious trouble. I'm threatening checkmate here, and I'm threatening a discovered attack, capturing the rook, and I'm already up a piece. And I am already up a piece. And opening resigns. And opening resigns. Let's get another game started. Okay, we have a 2060 rated player here. I'm just a few points away from getting to 2100. That would have been a blunder. I have the French defense on the board, advanced variation of the French defense. A move like this is a very common mistake, but my opponent is a strong player. Guy is not making any of that. Guy is not making such a mistake. Let's grab here. The check here comes to mind. Check there doesn't seem to do much. We have 3 pieces attacking. Opponent has 3. Everything is good here. Then can castle. Let's go here. Wow. What if opponent plays this move? I think we have this move and we can bring our knight here if we have to. Capturing here is not really a pawn we can capture because opponent plays this move and then a move like this. The rook is just going to be very, very active. I don't want to give my opponent a very active rook. A move like this. What if I castle and then my opponent strikes? Let's castle. I see my opponent maybe striking this way, but I think we have a move like this. I might get my piece trapped. That might be a blunder, guys. A move like this. After this, opponent captures capture. A move like this, and opponent just push the pawn forward. My piece is trapped. So after a move like this, I do not have this move. I have to just go back here and accept a bad pawn structure. Crazy. Crazily sad. Crazily sad. Or maybe that was a blessing in disguise. Maybe I just put my king here, put a piece here. We can't do that. We cannot do that. I'm thinking with my opponent's time, while my opponent is busy trying to figure it out. I'm thinking a move like this I kind of like. A move like that we do not have. A move like this I also like. But maybe I should just play moves like this. I need to find ways to defend this pawn. My queen is not the happiest queen here. Let's go here. My goodness me. My goodness me. I want to step away. If my opponent captures here, I'm looking at just grabbing here. That's what I'm looking at doing. Oh, opponent still has 2 pieces defending. What kind of calculation am I doing? What kind of calculation am I doing? Okay, maybe a move like this and trying to bully the queen away. And then a move like this. Capturing this only invites trouble. We cannot afford to do that. I see my opponent pushing pawn forward, but then I can just grab this pawn. Or can't I? Can't I just grab this? Oh my god. I cannot. I want to, but I cannot. I cannot. Crazy. How am I defending this position? How am I defending this position? Looks like I can't really. I want to play a move like this. This bishop is a very, very strong bishop. I want to get rid of the bishop by playing a move like this. Opponent just captures here, I capture here. That is not getting rid of the bishop. Maybe at some point I might end up just playing a move like this. I see my opponent going crazy with this pawn push. Where is the pawns going? Where are the pawns going? That might be the question. A move like this. A move like this doesn't seem to help me. A move like this. Okay. Opponent can just capture and the bishop just remains on this line. And if the bishop is remaining on that line, bishop is happy. A move like this, capture, capture, will not be bad. I'm trying to reroute my piece this way. That's something else I'm trying to do. I have the time advantage, but position is very sad. Position is very sad. And capture here. Also playing a move like this comes to mind, although that was going to leave me with a evil pawn structure. A move like this looks good. Not looking too good for me. A move like this, trying to trade this bishop, I would like, and I'm already looking forward to. So maybe instead of going here, maybe I can just play a move like this. Just try to trade this bishop. I think I want to trade a bishop. I think I'm liking this move because that's an attacking piece, and it is a very dangerous attacking piece. Opponent can play moves like this. Just keep everything. Just keep this piece pinned. Start pin. Where's that even knight going? Where's the even knight going? A move like this. A move like this doesn't help me. Let's go for this. I want to trade. I want to trade. Opponent goes here. Can't we go here? I think we have enough pieces to capture here. I really want to trade, and if I am able to get this piece off this square, where is it going? Where is it going? All of these squares are taken. Opponent captures here. I can capture here. Opponent captures here. Can't we do this? Yes, we can. I'm also looking at just coming in this way, and being very happy. A check here looks very strong. Yeah, yes, it is strong. If opponent plays this move, I capture this. Opponent blocks this way. I'm already looking at this. Doesn't really work very well. Doesn't work very well because our opponent has a lot of pieces defending. Knight is defended. Everything is defended. If I capture here, how many pieces do I have attacking? Opponent has 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3. If I capture here, opponent is not on time. Here is opponent moving to. Opponent can move here. What if we just go here? I like this move. The threat is to go here. Okay, I also have the time advantage. I think I like this move. And I love this one as well. Okay, I think this one works as well. Except it doesn't, but this should work. Queen is trapped. Maybe I should have just captured with something else. This is GG's. This right here is GG's. This is GG's. That is GG's. And that's a win again. Wow. I'm just on fire. I am on fire today. Okay, let's go with the king spawn opening. Opponent is going for the opponent is going for the Latvian gambit. And to be honest, I do not know how to play this gambit. I know maybe capturing here might be a way to go. I don't know how to play the gambit. I'm just trying to play some principled chess and stay away from all kinds of chaos. Playing some principled chess. Opponent is interested in hitting me with an evil gambit. Bro, keep your evil gambit to yourself. If I go here, I'm getting my piece trapped. What if I just capture here and then go away? Cannot be bad. Let's go here. Yeah. A move. Okay. I wanted to say a move like this, but a move like that I also like. Let's go here. That's bad. That's bad. That's all kinds of bad. Go here. This pawn is not defended. Let's keep this rock solid. Okay. Let's go here. I wanted to go capture this pawn, but opponent has moves I do not like. I think I prefer this move. It doesn't really changes anything. Let's play this move. But if opponent land this move, I can grab a pawn here. It is a dangerous pawn to capture. Not sure I really want to capture that pawn. Because you know guys, you do not want to open files towards your king, especially in Blitz game. That is begging for too much trouble. Alright, I'm happy to capture here. Play moves like this. Try to double up here. Wow. Opponent has some pieces attacking. Crazy. I do not like this. I'm not a big fan of my position. Let's go here. Not the biggest fan of my position. The moment opponent captures here, I can capture here. Opponent gets the 2 pieces for the rook. Okay, I can capture here and then capture here. That should not be bad. That should not be bad. That might be a way to go. If I capture here, opponent can trade the queens for 2 rook, and these 2 rooks are going to give me a lot of headache. 2 rooks are going to give me too much problems. Let's go here. Also, a move like this just if I go capture here, what do I get? Nothing. If I go capture here, opponent goes here. Go capture here, it does nothing. A move like this, I kind of like. I think I like this move. I'm going for activity. I'm lost, and I'm lost completely. I'm lost, and I'm lost completely. I'm lost completely. How do I even survive this game? How am I even surviving this game? How are we surviving this one? Opponent goes here. Oh, this is resignable. This is resignable. This is very well resignable. This is very well resignable. Oh, that's a queen. Let's resign. That was an amazing game from my opponent. That was amazing from my opponent. Let's get another game started. We have the French defense, Tarach, closed. Or do I go for the sideline? Let's go for the sideline. Let's see what my opponent knows about it. I'm looking at going for this pawn. Opponent is spending a lot of time defending the pawn. Let's castle here. Looks like I might end up losing this pawn. Opponent seems to be doing this very well. Okay, move like this, put pressure on this pawn. Opponent goes here now. I put play a move like this. I'm putting a lot of pressure on this pawn. What if Lane goes here? That seems to make sense. Except I'm looking at going here already. I'm looking at going here already. If I go here, opponent can pin me. I have this check. I wish I have a light square bishop here. I do not. I have that check. And I can move away, I guess. But then we need to watch out for this move. This is too much for me to calculate. It is too much for me to calculate. If I go here, opponent plays this move. I have this check. I have that check. Opponent is forced to play this move. My queen is still under attack. And if I move my queen, it is lost. I'm looking at just going here. And after my opponent captures, I just capture here. That might be a way to go. Let's stay away from this complication. Let's go here. If I go here, opponent push pawn. Looking at going up. Let's go. If opponent push pawn, I can also ignore and play moves like this. Bro is insane. Let's go here. I have to go here because if I play any other move, opponent has this check. If I play this move, opponent has this check and I lose this. Let's go here. Amazing stuff. Look at the time, guys. Can you see the time advantage for my opponent? Can you see the time advantage for my opponent? This is wild. This is so wide. Wow. These bishops are so strong. Opponent has the time advantage. Everything is going south for me in this game. Everything is going south for me. How can one position be this sad? My goodness me. Why this guy is so fast? Wow. Wow. I'm getting destroyed. Opponent is not even thinking and I'm getting destroyed. Some of these guys are beasts in this game. Some of these guys are just simply beasts in this game. Opponent is not thinking. I'm getting destroyed completely. Look at my opponent's time. I'm already lost. Already lost. This is a grind to 2200. But looks like I'm going to end up losing material and going back. This account looks familiar. The account actually looks familiar. Look at that, guys. Look at that. This level of accuracy, this level of precision is crazy. This level of precision, just wide, just wide. Opponent has a million pounds. Opponent is up a million pounds. This is very resignable. This is clearly resignable. Opponent captures here. We have that move. Wow. That was an amazing game from my opponent. Just an amazing game from my opponent. Let's resign. That was amazing. Wow. All right, let's get another game started. Okay, we have a 2100 here. Let's go back. Let's do this. Opponent is going for the French defense. I like to go for the advanced variation. Let's do the advanced variation. Capturing this pawn. Opponent can. I think I just blundered a pawn. Yes, I just blundered a pawn. Okay, if opponent captures there, I guess I'm just going to ignore. Just let my opponent capture again so I can capture here. After I move like this, I'm just going to castle. Castle, castle, castle. Just castle, stay away from the pin. If opponent plays this move, I feel like still going here. And after I move like this, what is my opponent playing? I'm hitting my opponent's queen. A check here comes to mind, but we reply with this move. Now I'm able to land this check. And after that check, opponent is no longer castling. And I'm not complaining. I'm just not complaining. Wow. A move like this, I'm already tempted to play this move, except my opponent just captures here with check. And all right, that's just walking into this fork. Okay, it's not like opponent had another option. Opponent was not left with a lot of options. Let's go here. A move like this and a move like this. That is defended, and I'm looking at just going here next. Let's go here. Gain a tempo on my opponent's evil queen. I think I would like to land this piece here as well. That's what I will be doing. Opponent captures here now, and opponent resigns. And that's an amazing game. Let's get another game started. Let's go for the king's pawn opening. Opponent is going for the black Madima gambit. Let's go here. Have I seen this before? This year I was not expecting that. I was going for the black Madima gambit, but I do not usually face that move. Opponent is hitting me with what I usually don't face. Crazy stuff. Opponent might end up just doubling up my pawn here. But I'm going to play moves like this. I have ideas of playing moves like this. And going here. A pin here, I won't be surprised to see. This pin. I'm looking at breaking the pin immediately. We have to. Not debatable. We have to break the pin. And let me castle now. A move like this, I'm very tempted to play. Just keeping everything defended. And I also have ideas of going here. Let's keep this defended. I have ideas of going here or going here. Just saying, bro, are you sure you're going to castle today? Because I'm not sure of that. Pushing pawn forward here is now coming to mind, and it's now looking like a reasonable move. If opponent push pawn, I think I can play a move like this and the pawn is lost. If opponent plays this, I think I like this move. After that, I just capture here. I like this move. Just let's break open the center of the board. Cannot be bad. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I should not have pushed that pawn forward. I just lost all my leverage. Just lost everything that gave me the advantage. Everything that gave me had some advantage, I have thrown away. Oh, shoot. Everything that gave me some kind of advantage, I just threw it away. Oh, I messed that up. Messed that up. I should have just kept my pawn there. The pawn there looks good, and it's good. You move like this, I'm just going to grab this pawn. So you move like this, I am expecting. I'm looking at playing this move first. Instead, opponent goes here first. Opponent is looking at landing a trade here. A trade there, I do not really want to see. I don't want my opponent trading there. Opponent wants to land this check. Opponent is up a pawn, and opponent is saying, I'm up a pawn, let's trade. A move like this allows this check, and I just pick this material up. So move like that, opponent cannot play. A move like this, opponent captures capture. I can grab the pawn, but for some reason, I'm trying to not be in a haste to grab the pawn. If I can capture the pawn for free, that I would prefer. I'll prefer that. But I cannot capture it for free, but this my pawn might be overextended. And after, okay, if I capture here now, if opponent captures here, I can capture here. It should be fine. Let's go here. Let's go there. Is my opponent cooking something else? Bruh. Bro is cooking something else. A move like this comes to mind. I like this piece here. Also playing a move like this, kind of like, but do I still want to trade this queen? Maybe not. Let's keep the piece here. Let's keep the piece there. If opponent dares to play a move like this, we can capture here, and after the trade, we land a check here, pick up this evil knight. After a move like this, isn't that a pawn? Also a move like this, I kind of like. I like this move. I like this move. I'm already threatening all kinds of checkmates here. Opponent plays this move. We can capture here with check. We could also just capture here, but opponent just captures back, and there's nothing there. If opponent plays this move, I think I can capture here with check. Wow. Now I'm looking at going here. Wow, wow, wow. Opponent is lost. If I capture here, opponent just captures here. But if I play a move like this, I'm trying to land checkmate here. And opponent has to respond to it. Opponent has to respond to it. I think this move saves the game. Move saves the game. If I go here, opponent cannot capture my queen. If I go here, what is opponent playing? I think I like this move. We capture here. Let's capture here. Can't we? Just making sure. Just making sure. This is pinned now. We have 3 attacking. Opponent has 1, 2 defending. It is lost. It is lost. It is lost. This one is lost. Opponent resigns. Let's quickly take a look at this game. This one is beautiful. Usually, Blitz are usually chaotic, full of blunders. Let's see how this one is. Let's see what happened in this one. Okay, still chaotic as usual. I played 75.2. Opponent played with 64. I quickly want to just look at the ending part of that game. I think the opening was a mess. And let's see. Yes, pushing that pawn forward was just bad. Okay, opponent had to just go 1 square, not 2 square. But they still not really giving my opponent the advantage, but just making sure I am left with no advantage. Captured here. I was expecting my opponent to capture, opponent did not. And after this move, that was bad. That is just bad. Because we have a check here, a move like this. This should be a brilliant move, but not really. And after this trade, we capture here. And the problem here is that this knight is trapped. And even the opponent can capture here to try to defend the knight, it just doesn't work. We have this, we just capture here. And if opponent captures here, I'm just going to capture here. And after the trade, we are up a full bishop and a completely winning position. Let's quickly get another game started. Let's go here. This is Blitz chess. We have the French exchange variation on the board. Let's go here. Okay, I think a move like this would have been a better try. Just making sure this move doesn't happen. All right, let me copy my opponent's assignment. Let's go for this pin. Go back again. Opponents are trading there. I do not really understand. I like this move. I see opponent plays that move and that's a queen. Give me the evil queen. Okay, that move makes some sense. Capture here, makes absolutely no sense. Capture here, opponent captures, capture here. This knight is defending, so let's just go here. Let's go here. bro. Who doesn't trade? Opponent doesn't trade. I'm happy. Because if opponent had traded, I'll be left with double pawns. And not really a big fan of the double pawns. I'm not a big fan of those double pawns. Let's go here. A move like this is going to follow next. Just trying to remove this knight. Evil knight, go away. What about a move like this? I think I kind of like as well. Opponent capture. Oh, shoot. Go here. What if I just go here? Opponent captures here with check. That is sad. If I go here, opponent captures. And even if I can capture this way, opponent capture, I will be losing a pawn. But if I just go here, opponent captures this pawn. I really hate this position. I hate that I'm about to give up a pawn. If I capture here, opponents can capture here. And after the trade, it's just a big trade. Just this move. Look at my opponent's time advantage. Look at my opponent's time advantage. This is crazy. I want to trade this knight. You cannot let a knight sit on your half of the board like this. Knight is going to be too evil. Knight is just going to be too evil for my liking. So let's get rid of the knight. Go away. Let's go here. The end game might be better for me, except it is not. I would like to believe the end game is better for me, but it's not. Might not be. Next is going to have the active king. Is it going to matter? Is it going to matter? I cannot continue to give up the open file. Giving up the open file like that is how I lose the game. If I go here now, what is opponent playing? If I go here, opponent capture, I capture, opponent plays this move. I'm not on time to defend. I'm just not going to be on time to defend my piece. Let's go here. Not going to be on time to defend my piece, which is not good. I have the only open file. A move like this, I wish I have. I think I like this move. Putting pressure here. Opponent is just going back to defend it. How do I infiltrate? A move like this comes to mind. I think opponent just want to do this and just trying to ruin my pawn's king side. Ruin the pawn structure on my king side. If opponent goes back to defend this way, if I go here, what is opponent going to play? I know my opponent really wants to play this move, which is not a move I think I want to see on this board. Opponent wants to play this move on this. Okay. If I go here, opponent can push pawn. Oh my goodness, I'm burning all the time on the clock. Burning all the time on the clock. Let's go here. Push pawn, push pawn. That's what I see my opponent playing. Push pawn, I can't capture. A move like this, if opponent captures, I still cannot defend. Which is just bad. Position is equal, but who is making progress? Looks like my opponent is the only one making progress, yeah? Because I'm not seeing how I make progress. I'm trying to infiltrate with my queen. If I'm able to, a check here is still very dangerous. Even if I'm able to a check there, is still very, very dangerous. Move like this, check. Opponent captures, I capture here. And I move my king. I think I like this check. I have a pass pawn. My pass pawn going to be fast enough. Opponent can create a pass pawn here. Oh, I just lost. I'm lost. I'm lost, guys. I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh my goodness me. I'm lost. I'm lost. Capture, capture, push pawn. Whoosh. I may not be lost because these two pass pawns, a single king cannot stop them. I'm able to stay in front of this pawn. Opponent is not winning. These two pass pawns, they are holding each other's hand like this, so opponent cannot really stop them. Opponent push pawn, I have this move. I have this move. If opponent push pawn, and my plan is to go here. Once I'm sitting in front of the pawn, this GG's. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was a crazy battle. That was intense. Wow. What was that game? What was that game? That was intense. Opponent says good game 10 moves ago. Let's get another game started. Opponent is angry. Guy is angry. Let's get another game started. Blitz can be really hard sometime. Blitz can be hard sometime. How many games have I played? Okay, I'm threatening to capture here. Opponent is going for some kind of London system. Opponent can just grab a pawn here. That's a free pawn. I'm looking at playing this move. Hit this, hit this. If opponent goes here, I like this move. Let's go here. If opponent captures here, I have no issues recapturing this way. If opponent plays this move, I also like this move. Putting pressure here. Why putting pressure here? It's not like we are really putting pressure on that pawn, because opponent has this move at the end of the line and we just end up losing material. So not a move we really have. Let's go here. I would like to grab this knight if I can. This bishop if I can. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like that. If I trade here, opponent just trade. If I trade here, it doesn't do well for me. If I go here, opponent captures here and ruins my pawn structure. What if I go here? I don't want my opponent ruining my pawn structure. So let's see what opponent plays next. Let's go here. Next move is going to be capturing here. I have no issues capturing this way, that way. I have no issues capturing this way. Capturing with the rook is bad. We have this move. We have this move, and that is GG's already. We have that move and we are picking up the rook. Pick up the evil rook. Let's go here. I'm looking at checks here and then coming in this way. I'm threatening some back rank checkmate. Let's go here. Opponent is really struggling to survive this game. Opponent really wants to survive this game. Opponent is looking at infiltrating this way. That I don't think I want to see on the board. Oh my goodness. What was that? What was that? What was that? My goodness me. Oh, was completely winning. Oh, let's resign. I was playing that with the speed of light. Maybe a move like this would have been better. Or just even just bringing another rook into the game. That's painful. Let's get another game started. Okay, we are going with the king's pawn opening. How is opponent going to respond? Opponent is going for the Caro-Kann. And I'm looking at going, oh, not the Caro-Kann. Some kind of peg defense. I thought my opponent was going for the Caro-Kann. That might be a mouse slip or a way opponent plays their own peg defense. Might be a way opponent plays their peg defense. I'm just trying to grab as much space as I can and then play a move like this. Where's this knight going? The knight might be heading here. Okay, once the knight lands here, I can easily kick the knight away. Pawn push here, I think I like. If opponent captures, I capture here. If opponent plays this, I have this. So I have no issues playing that move. I have zero issues playing that move. The check here I seem to like. A move like this doesn't seem to do a lot. Let's just go here. Maybe I should have just landed a check. Just keep the king on the center of the board. It makes sense. It makes sense. Makes sense. I should have just kept the king on the center of the board. Let's go here. I'm also looking at just moving away from this. Let's go here. Opponent is giving me a pawn. Opponent is gifting me a pawn. Let's go grab it. Also, a move like this I really like. I really like a move like this. I have a pass pawn that's about to start running. Capturing here. Any day. Any day. Oh, shoot. Let's go here. I see my opponent capturing here and then trying to capture here, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. That move doesn't work. Okay, opponent has that move. Let's go here. Because the moment opponent okay, opponent has that one. That one works. That one works. If opponent captures here, I'm able to play moves like this. If opponent plays a move like this, I'm able to just push pawn forward. Opponent can capture here, I capture back. I should be fine. Let's push pawn forward. I'm not interested in losing the pawn, because if I move my rook, I lose the pawn. This is intense. Oh, shoot. Should be losing material here now. I have to capture here. I want to get my pawn rolling. Like a move like this. Let's go. I want to get this pawn rolling. That's what I want to do. Push, 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 and queen. Blitz is really hard. Once you are tilted like this, that might be the end of the game. A move like this I really like, but a move like that we do not have at the moment. Opponent push pawn here, that's a bishop. Push, push, push. That's my game plan. My game plan is very easy. A move like this, opponent's game plan. Opponent's game plan is easier. Let's just go. Let's keep fighting. Okay, I don't think I have an issue with this move. Okay, if I go here, open and place this move, and then if I capture here, I get checkmated here. I think I have to play this. If I go here, what am I worried about? Opponent has a check here. What if I just go here? And a move like this. Oh my goodness me. The good thing is that my queen is defending that square. That is the only good thing here. That was a very close blunder. Okay. Opponent is gifting back material. Opponent is giving me back material. Wow. This is intense. Crazily intense. What is this position? A move like this I want to play now. Let's go here. Here, evil rook. Here, evil rook. Wait. I was thinking I could capture here. That's lost. I'll be giving up a lot of material. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We need to watch out for our light squares. We need to watch out for our light squares. That's GG's. What am I doing? That is GG's. If I capture here, that is just checkmate. Oh, Blitz is hard. Blitz is really hard. How am I even going to get to 2200? Let's get another game started. Let's go with the King's Pawn opening. Opponent is going for the Sicilian. Let's go with the Smith-Morra Gambit. A move like this is how you quickly lose games. Let's go here. A move like that is how you quickly lose games. If I go here, opponent capture, I capture here. Opponent can push pawn and I have nothing. So let's not do that. Okay, I think pushing pawn here might be a way to go. Maybe landing a knight here. Let's go back here. I really want to go forward. I really want to. I'm just not seeing how I make progress here. Just not seeing how. Let's go here. Maybe I remove this knight. Because the moment I play a move like this, opponent can just capture this pawn. I'm not sure I want to lose the pawn, at least not at the moment. Looks like I would be losing the pawn. From the looks of things, I would be losing the pawn. Let's go here. I'm not interested in trading the queens. What else can I play here? Let's go here. I want to play this move. We do not have it, so let's stay away from that. Alright, a move like this that I like. Just lining up with the queen. For now, it's not doing anything. For now, the move doesn't really do much. I like this pin. Do not have any pin there. Don't have any pin there. Let's go here. I was looking at this move. Do not really have anything there. Let's go here. Maybe opponent goes here. That I don't really like, but that might be a good move. Let's go here. I can block my back rank this way. That's why I'm playing that. And cover my back rank that way. A move like this I like. Doesn't really seems to be doing much for now. A move like this, am I not lost? I think I have this move. We need to find moves like this. So when the opponent plays this move, I have this move. I should be able to gain a tempo. It's very important we stay away from this move, from that pin. Very important we stay away from the pin. Also, a move like this, just trying to, or a move like this, just trying to move this somewhere. Might not be a bad move. I think I like this move. Because I see my opponent's plan and I'm just trying to say, bro, stop that. Opponent is still up material here. Sad position. Sad position. Where's the rook going? Can't I just go capture here? This is still defense. Oh, opening capture. Whoosh! Guys, why is Blitz so hard? Why is Blitz chess so hard? Wow. What is this? What kind of losses are these? Okay, what do we have here? Over 2100 from Kenya. Looks like we'll be getting different defense on the board. Classical variation. A move like this is possible. A move like this. Let's go for a sideline. Let's see what my opponent knows about this sideline. That's the best move. That's the best move. Opponent has studied this sideline. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? How come you have studied all this sideline, everything in this sideline? I guess that's a move that just threw my opponent off. I guess my opponent has not seen that move before. Let's go here. That's a pawn that is just going to drop. Pawn is going to drop. There is no two ways about it. Pawn is dropping. And there's no easy way for me to castle. Sad. Opponent cannot castle now. That I don't think I have an issue with. I just trade queens here. Try to make peace. Oh, that's a mouse sleep. That was a mouse sleep. Opponent is likely not going to take this draw. Let's resign. Opponent is not taking the draw. That was an obvious mouse sleep. What is this? I'm just losing a lot of rating points. Let's go. Opponent is going for the Sicilian. Let's do the Smith-Morra Gambit. Opponent is likely going to capture here and just ruin my king side. Ruin the pawn structure on my king side. That I do not really mind. A move like this I kind of like to play. Let's see how opponent handles this. And then I think I also like this move. Staying away from chaos. I like this check, but it is just a check. At the end of the day, it is just a check. A move like this, opponent captures here. If I capture here, that's just going to be a big trade. I wish I have a different check. Let's go here. Opponent is likely going to just capture. It's a move like this decisive. It's a move like this is decisive move. That battery looks that battery looks really strong. A move like this. When I land a check, a move like this, opponent can capture here. Let's just go back. I want to play this move. That's a move I want to play. Okay, the moment I play this move, opponent can just move this knight somewhere. Just move the knight somewhere, and opponent is chilling. Opponent cannot queen. Opponent cannot castle now. So the position looks kind of uncomfortable for my opponent. Let's go here. Now opponent has to watch out. The threat is to capture here, and then capture the evil rook. That is the threat. Capture there and capture the evil rook. So what is opponent going to play? Sack here, and after the trade, I capture here. And then the same, bro. When you capture there, I'm going to replace it with something else. I feel like going here now. Then opponent moves. Where are they moving to? Maybe move somewhere else. What do we have? What if we go maybe somewhere here? Alright, let's go here first. Let's see how opponent handles this. Okay, opponent can move somewhere else. And okay, if opponent moves somewhere else, I'm already looking at playing a move like this. Let's say I go here now. Opponent plays this move. What do we really have? Not like I can capture here. Capturing there is begging for trouble. Let's grab here. This battery looks good. But aside from looking good, I'm not seeing what I get with the battery. The battery looks good, and that's just it. Battery looks good. What if we go here now? Provoke this move. I think I want to go provoke this move first. Opponent plays this move now. Can I just ignore and play this move? Or just sack here? Wait. I think there should be some tactic here. Let's say I sack here. If opponent captures, I have this check. Opponent can block the check. Okay, then I capture the rook. If I sack here, opponent captures, I capture here with check. Okay, I think we can sack here. Let's sack here. I'm going to analyze. Let's see if that's a brilliant move or a brilliant blunder. This check. If opponent blocks here, we capture here. Opponent blocks here, we capture here. And if opponent captures here, we still have... Oh, I thought we have some checks on the back rank. Not really. Alright, let's go for this. I like this move. That's a very nasty pin. I like that move. If I had gone for this check, opponent can block this way, and I'm not seeing what I get here. If opponent castles now, we just capture here. Okay, now that opponent plays this move, we have this. This is GG. This is GG's. I think that should be a brilliant move. We are going to analyze, and that's a check, bro. That's a check. The opponent resigns. Let's analyze this game. Looks to me like we found a brilliant rook sacrifice. Wow, there was no brilliant moves there. I guess it was a blunder. Maybe I messed up the move order. Let's quickly see. That one time I decided to sacrifice, it was bad. Oh, opponent had to just move the king. Opponent had to just move the king. What? Tell me, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Okay, when was the right sacrifice, right? Okay, the sacrifice was right here. And if opponent plays this, what if I capture here and opponent moves the king? Oh, now I have checks here. I have checks on this diagonal. I think that's a very important check. I have check now on this diagonal. Let's see the follow-up. I have check here. And if opponent, okay, the engine wants my opponent to go d8. Isn't d8 already lost? Okay, f6, d8. Position is already lost. If opponent goes d8, I think I have this check. And maybe opponent can start giving up material like this. Okay, opponent blocks this way. What else? Oh, then we have this check, and we can pick up the queen. And we wait for my opponent to move first. If my opponent moves here, we just pick up the queen. Opponent cannot capture here because pinned pieces cannot move. So what if opponent had gone f6, f6, f6? We go e5 check. And if opponent captures here, that's not recommended. So after I move like this, we go e4 check. And after f5, what else? Capture here check. And the king is just very unsafe, and the king is getting checkmated, I guess. Our opponents will have to give up material to avoid checkmate. Let's get another game started. Okay, we have a 2000 rated player here. Let's go with the king spawn opening. Opponent is going for the Caro-Kann, I assume. Okay, let's go for the Von Henny Gambit. That's what my opponent knows about the Gambit. Opponent plays this. Opponent is not interested in the Gambit. A move like this, I won't be surprised to see, but I can capture here. Opponent is playing this very weird. Not weird, but very weird. Opponent is playing this very weird. Let's just have a pawn strengther like this. I'm looking at going here and then going here. Just bullying this queen. Okay. If my opponent lets me, I can capture here, and I will capture there. So this evil bishop, you have to decide what are you going to do with your life. What are you doing with your life? Opponent is deciding that evil bishop belongs there. I think at the right time I can capture here. Opponent can capture here. And where's the knight going? Okay, opponent plays this move. Don't think I have an issue with that. Let's go here. Let's go put pressure on this pawn. Breaking the pin is also a move. Okay, move like this. A move like this. That's interesting to say the least. Can't I just double up my opponent's pawn? And then I don't think I want to lose the bishop, to lose the knight here. I don't think I want to lose the knight in this kind of position. This is not the position to lose the knight. Opponent might play a move like this, and I'm still losing the knight. A move like this I kind of like. I don't want to lose the knight here. The position looks like a position that is going to be very locked. And if the position is going to be locked up, having the knight is going to give you some kind of advantage. In locked positions, the knight is usually a monster. And knights are usually a monster. Opponent strikes away. Wow. Opponent has taken me into deep waters, where 1 + 1 = 10. Opponent captures here, good. If opponent doesn't capture, I'm looking at going here. Opponent captures. Told you I don't want to lose that knight, but ended up losing it. And losing the second knight here, you know, that's not something I want. What am I playing? What can I really play? Let's go here. Opponent captures there, at least it's helping me develop a piece. If I move the knight, I'm not seeing where I move the knight to. Let's go here. Maybe I castle long here. Let's go here. Removing this knight, I like to do. Opponent is heading towards this outpost. Goodness. My goodness me. Oh. Opponent is heading for this outpost. A move like this looks too passive. A move like this simply loses a pawn. Just like that, opponent is grinding me. Right. Okay, I think we need to defend this pawn. I wanted to just play moves like this, but we need to defend the pawn. Alright, let's go here. Keeping everything rock solid. Pushing pawn here does nothing. Just loses material. Going here and trying to trade the knight might be a move. Might be a move. I cannot let this knight sit here forever. I cannot. I have to play moves like this to get rid of the knight. I have to get rid of the knight. The knight is too strong. I cannot allow the knight to just sit here or go away, evil knight. Go away, evil knight. I have the time advantage here, but that is all I have. Time advantage is all I have. Position, weird. Not just weird, but very weird. I capture here, opponent captures here. Let's capture here. Opponent captures here, I capture here. I capture here, trying to double up my opponent's pawn. I'm not sure I'm getting anything from that. But if I double up my opponent's pawn, one of the things I get from that is I move like this. Okay, I can capture here. One of the things I get from that is a pass pawn. That's one of the things I get from that. But if I capture here, opponent doesn't want a double pawn. That's why they move the king here. Is it possible for me to play moves like this and try to create a pass pawn over there? A move like this, opponent just goes back. A move like this, opponent can capture here. We have to capture here. I do not like that. A move like this. Let's see what opponent does. If I go here, opponent cannot push pawn. Opponent lets me, I'm just going to capture here, ruin my opponent's pawn even more. Opponent lets me do this. And we just capture here. I would like to call that pass pawn, but it is not. Not a pass pawn. The only person with a pass pawn here is my opponent. My opponent is the only person with a pass pawn here. I want to go behind this pawn and pick the pawn up. Opponent's king is close to their pawn, which is good for my opponent. Opponent's king is closer to their pawn, so they can easily just get close to their pawn. I'm looking at if I play a move like this, I no longer have a pass pawn that can easily create. If I capture here, opponent captures. Can't I just pin the piece like this? Oh, opponent has a check. Opponent has a check here. I'm really looking at this. Doesn't really work. Okay, opponent refuses to capture. It's good for me. I'm also looking at just playing a move like this. Opponent could have captured there and I have nothing. Opponent could have captured there. I really had nothing. I'm threatening to capture this pawn. I also want to activate my rook this way. Let's go activate the rook this way. Push pawn, I capture. Capture here, I capture. Looks like the tide is turning. Let's go here. Opponent resigns. That's premature. If you ask me, that is premature. That is premature. That is premature. If you ask me, let's see. Was I completely winning here? Okay, it is slightly better for me. +2. Okay, +3. If you allow the engine think, +3.6. All right, let's get another game started. This would be my last game for the day. This is my last game for the day. Okay, let's strike here. We have the French defense on the board. Let's go here. Am I going to get to 2100 today again? Let's grab here and then put pressure on the pawn. So the pressure is just not pressuring enough. Opponent can easily just hold on to material. There is nothing there. A move like this I like. A move like this I also like. I'm looking at just going here, just castling and going for this pawn break. Capturing here, I won't be surprised. Oosh, guys, I just blundered the pawn. Sad. Whoosh. I have to capture this way, else I'm just getting fucked. Okay, maybe if I could play moves like this. Bro, stop this. Stop tormenting me, bro. If opponent allows me, I want to land my knight. Opponent is not allowing me. Opponent. Guys, I am lost completely. I am completely lost. A move like this and then capturing here makes no sense. How did I get here? How did I really get here? The question worth asking. How did I? Oh my goodness me. I go here, opponent capture. My goodness me. This is sad. This is sad. This is really sad. This is really sad. Opponent can even go capture here. Wow, wow, wow. Down 2 pawns. I should be resigning, guys. Looks like I won't be able to get to 2100 today. Guess tomorrow is another day. Am I going to be down 3 pawns? If I go here, opponent can capture here. What if I just go back? What if I just go back? A move like this, I'm losing material. If I just go here, opponent is escorting the pawn. I think can go back this way. Okay, if I go back this way, opponent captures, and after the trade, push pawn forward. And that's hitting my piece. This is clean. This is clean from my opponent. Very clean. Very, very clean. Is it very clean? Yes, it is very clean. That's clean. I need to find the resign button now. Okay, let's say I go here now. Opponent push pawn. We can go behind the pawn. Let's say, okay, let's go here. If opponent push pawn, we can go behind the pawn. Maybe opponent captures, I capture. Push pawn, I go behind the pawn. I'm looking at going behind the pawn this way. Opponent has this move. It move like this, bro. Oh. Bro, stop. Bro, stop. Pop, please. If I go capture here. Wait, can't I go capture here? But opponent just captures my queen and I'm losing my queen. Okay, that was an amazing game. Let's resign. Let's resign. Guys, I'll be ending the video now. If you are yet to like this video, kindly help me smash that like button already. And with that, I'm out.